Welcome into the Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard for Nashville's best meat and 3 craft beers and more. The neighborhood meets at the corner, and Jon Gruden introduced as the new Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders head coach on Tuesday. What do you think about this hire? We actually haven't had a lot of chance to discuss what has happened with Jon Gruden going to the Raiders.
Well, I understand it for Jon Gruden because they're going to Las Vegas,
right,
and because they've got two main players. Oh, actually, three main players. Derek Carr, proven quarterback. Khalil Mack, one of the best pass rushers in the game.
Sure.
And Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is an unbelievable wide receiver. Those three pieces you can build around. Now, here's where things get a little testy. 10 years?
Yeah.
What is good for 10 years in nowadays?
Bill Belichick and Nick Saban, like those guys are good for 10 years.
They didn't get 10-year contracts.
No, I know that. That's the 10-year thing is a lot, but is it worth it to pull Jon Gruden out of the booth for a 10-year contract? Is that what it was going to have to be? Because we've seen Jimbo Fisher get a lot of years on his contract with Texas A&M. All the reports with what Tennessee was possibly offering Jon Gruden was kind of around the same type of money as this. Is you knew you had to what was the carrot to get Jon Gruden out of the ESPN booth? I think 10 years with stability and the figure of $100 million is enough to get him to come out. And I think Derek Carr helps. Amari Cooper obviously helps. But the Raiders fan base needs this as it moves to Las Vegas. So, yeah, it's a lot of money. Is it worth it? I say, yeah. I think if I'm the Raiders, I think 10 years, $100 million, I think it's worth it for Jon Gruden.
Yeah, but Austin, you think Jon Gruden's this great offensive guru, and the fact is his offense was not very good when he actually was coaching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, but
and he's been out of coaching for almost a decade.
I know, but who do you have as this quarterback? We all agree here that Derek Carr is better than every other quarterback.
Will the old tricks work?
And are they old tricks or are they new tricks? Is he incapable of new tricks? And I don't think he's incapable of new tricks. I think he can come in here and with an updated scheme, updated coaching systems, I think Jon Gruden's going to be fine with the Oakland Raiders.
I get the business sense and the marketing ploy that you just said. I agree with that.
Right.
But here's my deal. In college, there's been 2 10-year contracts. Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, that's actually worked out fairly well.
For Iowa.
For Iowa, right. And Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame. That did not. I just think in 2018, nothing is good for 10 years. We live in a society where we constantly change. If you win 4 games one year, your ass is fired.
Yeah.
And Jon Gruden, I think it may go through some trials and tribulations. 10 years is too much. That's my only deal. I will give Jon Gruden a chance to do his offensive magic, but I don't know if it's going to last 10 years.
Would an 8-year contract be okay for you?
I would 6. Like go regular.
Jon Gruden.
Pay him a lot of money, back into the money.
And here's where, if the Raiders thought Jon Gruden was this important to their franchise as they're getting ready from this move from Oakland to Las Vegas, and they have to have Jon Gruden for this with this quarterback, I don't think they're getting Jon Gruden out of the booth for a 6-year deal. Jon Gruden's got a lifetime profession being a broadcaster. Does he want to go back and leave that for just a 6-year contract? I think 10 years is what it was going to take, and I don't blame the Raiders for going that far.
I also think it's funny that we lose sight that 17 years ago, the Raiders did trade away Jon Gruden for a couple of first-round picks in cash.
Yeah,
right?
Funny,
they didn't value him that much, so why do they value him now?
Well, things have changed, I guess.
Obviously.
And that's today's Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.